After I recorded this video, there was a big update involving Ruben Sim and some other stuff. I'll put a timestamp for where this stuff happens, but please watch the entire thing because I recorded this video and then I got more info and we need to talk about it because it's not good. I also probably will live stream right when I upload this video, so go watch that right after. Link will be in the pinned comment. Today, I'm going to be finally addressing the adrenaline situation, which a lot of people have been asking me about because it's a very complicated situation. And there was a guy who did some pretty bad stuff. He was the owner of Adrenaline. So today, we're going to be going through all of that, talking about why this game, it might not be completely cooked, and there's going to be a big announcement at the end. So please make sure to watch until the end. You're going to want to know about this because it has a lot to do with this channel. The previous owner of Adrenaline was a guy by the name of Vertex. Wow, this guy is so broken. Vertex is 16 years old, so people were like, okay, he's not going to get exposed for anything because, I mean, he can't be doing any Stylus Studios related stuff because unlike the PF devs who are all of age, he is not of age. But that couldn't be further from the truth for this guy because a lot of stuff started to come out. That's crazy. He had been saying a lot of the gamer word in the Adrenaline server, literally in the Adrenaline Discord for everyone to see. He also said something weird about the Catgirl skin in the game, which was really weird. And I have to be very careful about my words here, but he made an announcement that was talking about a current ongoing thing which had a ceasefire recently. Anyway, he posted a photo of somebody from that who was not like alive anymore. I have to choose my words very, very carefully for this, but the way that he wasn't alive was via like fire. That's very terrible. However, Vertex decided to make an announcement to his Roblox server and show the picture of the guy, which, yeah, you don't want a bunch of kids to see that, or basically anybody in general. Like, you can talk about it, and I think talking about it if you're passionate about it is a good thing, right? But you're not really supposed to show photos of that to little kids. So he didn't post these images as jokes as far as I know, but he did post them in the announcements of a Roblox server, and he also said a bunch of words that you probably shouldn't be saying in general, especially in a Roblox server. So yeah, gamer word, not good. And he's also British, so I don't know why I was saying it. But either way, strange situation. This guy's not very good. People are like, oh my gosh, Adrenaline, it's cooked, it's over. I mean, this is the owner of the game, right? However, he actually stepped down almost immediately. So they shut down the whole Discord like Stylus did. However, Vertex, the owner, immediately, or almost immediately, he actually decided to step down to co-owner. And then the new owner named Liked, who is the previous co-owner, he actually completely fired him, which is crazy. Like, he's just gone. The Vertex guy who said all the bad stuff is now just completely gone from the game, which is pretty crazy. I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, he was saying some pretty bad stuff. And I actually forgot to talk about the worst thing of all, which is kind of sad that I forgot to talk about it until just now. He wasn't paying people. Yeah, so the people that were working on his game, he told them that they would get a percentage of what the game made, which made sense because they were just, you know, people working on the game consistently. And he decided to not pay those people. He went from you're getting a percentage of the game to you get 5,000 Robux or something, which to a lot of people sounds like a lot, but if you actually use DevX to turn that into real money, that's about $10 or something. Getting paid $10 for making an entire map, making a weapon and all of its animations and things like that. You could just go and mow somebody's lawn and make a lot more than $10, and it would take a lot less time as well. So it's not what they agreed to, and it's definitely not what those people deserved. So he wasn't paying people, he was saying all this stuff, and yeah, people were like, the game is cooked, but then he stepped down and then got fired. The new owner is a guy by the name of Liked. Now, a lot of people thought that Vertex and Liked were actually the same person, a lot like, you know, Sid9, Willow kind of allegation, you know? However, that's not the case because they were both in a voice call together. And secondly, now Vertex is, I think, pretty mad about the whole thing. The only things that were tying them together was just completely false evidence that made no sense at all. So yeah, Liked is not the same person as Vertex. The owner is actually a new person, which is definitely a good thing because the old guy was not paying people and saying a bunch of weird stuff. The question is, though, is the Liked guy going to have the same allegations? Definitely doesn't seem like it because he is taking a much smaller cut of the revenue from the game. He is paying people. The people that were mad before are seemingly happy, like they are getting their money. And it's very scary because Liked got exposed, quote unquote. Somebody tried to expose the Liked guy right after the Vertex guy. I was really scared because I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to like help work on this game. And long story short, a lot of the people that helped expose Stylus were helping look into this, and we were interviewing the guy who was trying to expose him, and the allegations were beat. I got a DM from a guy who's like, Liked is actually this other guy who likes kids and talk to minors, and he's hiding his identity and stuff. And yeah, it doesn't really seem like that at all because they had a clip of the guy who Liked was supposed to be, and they both talked because Liked was in the call. And yeah, it doesn't appear that they're the same person. So allegations there have been beat, which is good because I actually have a big announcement, like I said, which is actually that I am helping to work on Adrenaline. Now, I'm not actually a developer for the game. I have a bunch of different roles and I'll go into that in a second, but it's really scary because I basically was like, hey, I want to try to like work on the game with you guys. And Liked was like, okay, let's do it. And then about an hour and a half later, the Liked guy got that expose and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to immediately quit. You know, I wanted to help Adrenaline. I wanted to help work on the game. I wanted to make videos on the game, but I was like, I'm not gonna go through this again, you know? And you might be wondering, how am I actually working on Adrenaline? What am I doing for the game? That's a very good question. I actually have 3 roles that I'm doing currently for the game. The first one is they gave me the role of community manager, which basically means on the Discord, I'm going to have a lot of say in terms of the staff on the Discord. And also Liked allowed me to add the row cleaner bot, which is a Discord bot that scans for Discord accounts that are in inappropriate games. They're in condo games, which if you don't know what those are, they're basically not safe for work games on Roblox, very not allowed on Roblox, but people go into Discord servers to join these games. And there's a bot that basically scans all of the servers, finds the accounts that are also in your server, and then just immediately bans them. The Liked guy allowed me to add this bot to the Adrenaline server, which is really good because we actually banned nearly 70 accounts, which is crazy. And he also let me just add it without informing any of the staff as well. So if there's a mod who is in those servers on the Discord, we can actually ban them too. Because the main thing is I want to essentially get all the Stylus Studios type people out of the Adrenaline community. That's going to be a big thing with my role, is making sure the staff team doesn't have a Stylus Studios type situation. So I'm going to hopefully stop this from going down again like it did with PF, you know? And that's a very exciting role because as you guys know from my video, I actually do care. So that will hopefully keep this community safe and keep the Adrenaline game from getting completely destroyed in like 3 years, you know what I mean? Number 2, I'm basically the official content creator for this game. I will be making videos on updates. It's going to be a lot of fun because not only am I going to be making update videos for this game, I will be making some of the updates for the game, at least the balancing changes. If you guys didn't know, I used to make update videos for Phantom Forces, like every single update. I would talk about the update and I would go through a lot of things I'd like to see changed from the update, and they used to actually go and watch my videos and take that into consideration. Because unlike the contractors for the game who were usually too busy talking to miners, I was actually playing the video game and I actually knew what needed to be changed. I'm going to be giving the developers balancing suggestions and they're going to be adding them directly to the game, which is really good. Right now, we don't have the best system worked out for it because obviously I haven't been working with the game for too long, but there is a balance change update coming. The main thing is that I nerfed the M4A1 damage from 37 to 30 to 32 to 24, which basically means the M4A1 is no longer the best weapon all around at all times in the entire game. It no longer has a 3-hit kill range, and it's now a 5-hit kill at kind of far ranges. Basically, up close, this doesn't have the fastest time to kill of like any auto in the entire game, and at long range, it no longer has the fastest time to kill. Probably still going to be the best gun overall, but now it just won't be quite as versatile. And obviously, that's just to make it so, you know, people use a different gun, because I've actually, and this is the main thing I wanted to do, is buff a bunch of other weapons, because as you can see, the M4 is just literally the best gun in the game, and this will hopefully make it have some competition. I got them to buff the AK. They actually already did it, and it should be able in the next update to 2-hit kill head to a decent range. Right now it can't, and we're still working on the communication there, but the AKM should actually be a very good option now. It also now has a sight, which is really, really good. The AR9 is getting more damage and range, so now it's not going to be a 5-hit kill at like point blank range. AR9 was like literally the worst weapon in the game, because as you can see, even from that range, it drops down to a 5-hit kill, which is kind of ridiculous for the time to kill in this game, especially considering the M4 would have been like a 3-hit still at that range. Like even there, look, 24, like you can't be giving me 24 from that range. It should be able to 3-hit kill up close with 1 headshot, which is very good. The SR3M is getting a massive buff as well. Oh, wait, they actually added the sight. Okay, they added the sight, but they haven't buffed the damage yet. It should be getting a damage buff as well, which is good, because right now this gun is a little bit weird to use. Okay, yeah, they did add a sight. This gun is going to be a lot better. I don't know if they went through with all of the damage changes to it yet, but SR3M should be a heck of a lot better. As you can see, like that damage is pretty good now. Probably too much better than the AR9. The AR9, well, it's about to get a buff. They haven't actually added the buff yet, but it's going to have a bit more of a max damage range, because right now a lot of the guns don't have any kind of max damage range. This gun is fired though. And we definitely got to get an M9 buff. The M9 should not be a 4-hit kill body shot. That's ridiculous. Definitely needs like a decent 3-hit kill range, at least maybe a 2-hit kill head as well. Definitely let me know your balance change ideas in the comments, because that's the main thing I'm going to be working on. That guy just started shooting at me, then just gave up on it. That's crazy. Oh, all right, little bro. Oh my gosh. Also, I'm probably going to be nerfing the magazine size of... Wait. Did they already reduce the fire rate of this one? Okay, definitely don't need to reduce magazine size. What? Yeah, the devs are doing balance changes kind of apart from me, which we gotta work on the communication there. This gun sucks now. I don't think it needed this little fire rate, guys. That's crazy. This used to have literally like unlimited fire rate, and now it just doesn't have any fire rate at all. What the frick? Okay, well, you can still one-shot, which is good. Hopefully, because I'm working on the game, we can keep the balancing for the game good, and we can keep the community from completely falling into rot, you know? So after I recorded this video, literally last night, like the 30th, Ruben Sim sent me a DM out of the blue and asked if I had been filled in on the adrenaline owner. Apparently, Ruben had a friend named like Trav, who was really after the liked guy and thought he was a guy named Next, which is the same person that the previous people thought. So I was like, okay, well, two people coming to me, maybe this guy is really Next. So we made a group chat and they had a long discussion. The Trav guy was saying that liked was the next guy, and the liked guy was like, okay, let's get in a call. Like, I'll get in a call and I'll prove that I'm not him. And that's because the next guy had worked on the game and had been on the liked account. Next was a person who has been accused of, I think when he was 16, talking to a 13-year-old or something. I'm not sure everything, but either way, the liked guy and the next guy are two different people. The next person funded adrenaline and actually was in the call. He was the person talking on the liked account after Vertex stepped down. And that made sense because I had some crazy cognitive dissonance when it came to the liked I heard in that call and the liked I heard in my DMs because he sent me voice messages. I was like, these are two different people. But then I was like, wait, was it liked in the call? Like, what was going on there? So put simply, Next was secretly funding adrenaline behind the scenes, but also wanted to pretend he was the owner, but liked was the real owner. And you might be wondering then if liked knew that Next was a bad guy and was letting him fund the game anyway. Well, I think that's partially maybe true, but after the accusations that liked was Next, I think liked actually told Next to step away from adrenaline. So I don't know if he knew the entire picture there. But the problem is liked didn't change his Discord password, which allowed Next into his account, and Next was able to go and start telling people to delete evidence and do stuff like that. This is a very complicated situation. Right now I'm in limbo when it comes to working on adrenaline. I don't know what the path forward is, and I'm going to stream, and I want you guys to let me know what should happen here, and we can talk about it more because it's such a convoluted situation. Like, it's so hard to explain it to you guys. But yeah, go check out that stream, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.